Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back again with another video. I was recently having a reflection on my experience with speaking to people and engaging and having conversations, and I realized and I remembered that a few years ago when I was younger, pretty much I could not, for whatever reason, speak or have conversation with people. I was always shy, timid, I had social phobia. I couldn't even go in like social settings. I couldn't go in supermarkets and whatever. I remember always calling my friend that lived a few blocks from my house to always go with me whenever I was sent on errands because I just couldn't bear the thought of being in front of other people by myself. Over the years, I've become more extroverted to the point that if you asked anyone about me, they'll probably tell you that I'm an extroverted person when I've actually had to break my shell and come out of that closed in space mentally or whatever it was. And in this video, I'm going to share with you some of the lessons that I've learned and that have helped me go from being introverted to become extroverted and bold and specific and speak and be able to engage with people from different backgrounds easily. To set the context right, I've probably done a few public speaking courses. I did Vin John's masterclass on public speaking recently. Shout out to my mentor, Aaron, that paid for that. I have also watched so many videos. I've listened to John C. Maxwell, for example. I've done so much work. So that's the value that I bring to you, and that's the reason why you should be listening to me. I've got some reasons, some quick pointers. I was reflecting on this, and I'm going to refer to my iPad. The first thing that I'd like to share with you is that you need to learn from people you perceive as confident. So the first thing that I did was surround myself by people that could communicate effectively. Listen to podcasts, listen to people on YouTube, people such as Stephen Bartlett, that I listened to their content and learned one or two things from how they communicate with people. Listen to Vin. Vin is a legend. I would recommend you listen to him if you really want to improve your communication and be able to speak to anyone. And one thing is practice as well. Like you need to actually be able to practice, like have small talk with your family mates, have small talk with yourself in the mirror. Start small and build up tall, but build up large. But the biggest thing, I guess, the biggest lesson I would say is that you are the average of 5 people that you spend time with, right? So if you wanna speak confidently, if all your friends are shy, you are gonna be shy. If 4 of your friends are shy and you're the 5th person, you're gonna be shy as well. So you want to be around people that have the qualities that you want to have in your own life. The second thing is to pay attention to cues. There's always cues, and what I mean by cues is the opportunities that we have for communication or for engagement with people. For example, shoes, clothing, could be hairstyle, could be body language. All these things are cues. I remember one time at an event. Actually, no, it was not an event. It was public transport. I was on the train, and I saw a lad wearing some nice Yeezys. I'm a fan of shoes. I walked up to him and said, "Mate, you got some lovely shoes. Where did you get them from?" Just from there, we had a conversation about work, what we do, where we're going, blah, blah, blah. Afterwards, met, have a good day. I'm on my way. He's on his way. I was able to have a conversation with a stranger because I realized the cues. Another time, again, I liked a girl and she was wearing some amazing, I think they're Smiths, Adidas Smiths or something. And I say to her, "Whoa, what's some amazing shoes. Where did you get them?" We have a conversation. Most of us are like the rest of us. Most of us actually want to be noticed. People want to be noticed. So by you paying attention to those cues creates a door for you to just go through and have those conversations with everyone. The third thing is to listen. This is the biggest lesson I've learned. Like because we have the fixing reflex, right? When we're talking to someone, we oftentimes want to, like, you can test this, right? Having a conversation with someone, and then you tell them like, "Hey, like on the weekend I was playing golf," and then they say, "Well, I play golf," or "My dad plays golf." Now the conversation becomes about them. But when you listen, you can hear all the points. Like someone might say, "Oh, well, I was playing golf this weekend," and then you could ask a follow-up question like, "Oh, where did you play golf? Have you always played golf?" That would make it easy for you. And that's the fourth lesson, is to ask follow-up questions. So when you listen to really, really listen, and to really pay attention to what the person is saying, like attentively listen, actively listen. And then obviously you want to ask follow-up questions. If someone says to you that they had lunch with their mom, "Whoa, what is that? What do you guys have lunch? Why did you pick that place? Are you close together with your mom? Are you guys close? Are you a mommy's person?" Like, there's so many opportunities for you to have conversations with people if you can only open doors in your life. The fifth thing that I learned is a counseling tool called OARS that many counselors use. It's an acronym for open questions, affirmations, reflections, and summaries. So, open questions encourage engagement. How's your day going? Is kind of like going good. It's just closed question, but open questions encourage more than a yes or no response. So you can use this as well. And then the sixth lesson was Vin Jan's lessons. And Vin Jan does this 3-2-1-2 that he uses to, I think, engage or have conversations. It's the 3 steps, 2 types, 1 thing. Oftentimes you will fall back to your level of skill. So when you're in a situation that really challenges you as a person, you're going to fall down to the level of skill that you have. And a tool that you can use to be impromptu or have conversations or whatever is the 3 steps rather, 2 types, 1 thing. So for example, if someone asked me a question about YouTube, like, what do you think of YouTube? I'd say, well, one thing about YouTube is there is variety. There is so many things, so many videos you can pick from on YouTube. So those are the 6 lessons that I've learned from my public speaking journey. I'll go through them again. The first one being learn from people you perceive as confident, have a network of people around you that already have the skills. 2 is pay attention to the cues. 3 is listen. 4 is ask follow-up questions. 5 is the OARS framework, which is the open questions, affirmations, reflections, and summaries. 6 is the lessons I've learned from Jan Vin. 3-2-1, which is pretty much 3 steps, 2 types, 1 thing. If I could give a summary of this video, if I could just leave one message of this video, it would be the OARS, which is open questions. Ask open questions to people. Affirmations, like, that sounds like you had a hard time. That's an affirmation. Reflection, sounds to me like you're saying blah, 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 blah. And a summary. From what you're saying to me, what I understand is by doing that, people feel like they're ahead. It's easy to build that rapport. It's easy to kind of ride off of that oxytocin as well. And on top of that, you just want to listen. Just listen to people. Just be genuine. Just have a genuine interest in people. Just be curious. Just ask why. Why are you doing this? Why did you do that? How did that go? That is a lesson that I've learned in my public speaking journey so far. And this channel is an addition to that as well. I hope you enjoyed that video. Please like, share, subscribe, comment what your experience has been. And I'll see you in the next one.